So within this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the next stock that is set to explode. Before we get into the stock with the actionable trading plan, setting, your entries, stop loss, and price targets, and teaching you the basics of this technical strategy, because this stock really looks like it's about to explode, I wanted to address a couple things. So I did end up selling my SPY put options today for a little bit over 110% profit return. If you guys watch my latest video on SPY, I literally said by Friday, this is, bearish and this is heading into 440. And here we are today into 440. So in terms of SPY, I think it's going to have another pullback on Monday. As you guys know, I went with the 448 out of the money contracts at $2.71 that expired this coming Monday. I sold them today, making a little bit over 100% profit return. The reason why I sold, even though I think it's going to have a nice little pullback on Monday, is mainly because of the theta decay. I don't want to pay for that theta decay into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday over the weekend, right? And I also don't want to take that extra risk. If SPY has a nice little spike back, then the contracts will nearly be at break even, as my contracts were at break even actually yesterday. These were at break even yesterday when the price was at 448, and I bought these the day it had its all-time high, when it was trading at 453. So keep that in mind. And I was previously up 100% right around here. So I'm playing it safe. I locked in my 110% profit gain and I absolutely crushed that trade. There's going to be a trade recap on that this weekend. I'm going to be giving you a further updated analysis on SPY. There's going to be a great buying opportunity towards the end of the month as well, but we're not going to be covering that here in this video. So make sure you're subscribed. In terms of ATER stock did end up spiking back. I have no regrets of selling personally because this went all the way to 910. And it only spiked to like 1180 and my entry was at 1080. So that's less than a 1.0 risk to return ratio, for me to hold through that crash. So not worth it in my eyes. I played it safe. I moved on. In terms of the strategy, like I had stated, if $10 turns into a support level, it's going to be a buy for a scalp. And you can see right here, it did end up turning into later in the day. It turned this key $10 support level right around here as it was breaking out, right around here into support. Key confirmation to buy this in between 1020 and 1050, right? Playing for that gap to fill above that we spoke about. So the strategy worked once again, and initially it had a delayed reaction. Like I said, I'm playing it safe. I'm not getting stuck bag holding. You guys remember SPRT stock. This stock I literally sold, the day it topped out into the 27s. Now it was under $10 a share. So yeah, I play it safe and I move on to the next plays. In terms of the next plays, I'm going to be sharing with you some further stocks to keep on your watch list. But let's get into ticker symbol BYND. This is the next stock that I think is set to explode, but it's going to take some time. It's not going to happen right away. So this is meant to be more of like a passive midterm hold. In terms of the contracts, I'm playing it safe. I went with in the money contracts and I'm giving myself plenty of time. October 29th, expiration, 110 strike. So in terms of BYND, what we're looking at is a clear oversold play, for the gap close reversal to fill the gap above. You can see right here, there was a gap that was waiting to fill at $100.16. This red line right here, you can clearly see the empty space, the gap that's waiting to fill, right? It explodes for the short term. This gaps up, it spikes all the way to 147. It explodes for the midterm, going for 166 to 200. It explodes for the long term, going to 200. And you can see once it closed that gap right around there and fill that gap, formed some bullish candlesticks, bullish confirmations. And for the short and midterm, this exploded all the way to $160.28. Now, here we are again, guys. There's a gap that has officially filled right around here. So what I was showing you is I was showing you the previous history of how it had a gap close reversal and it exploded once it hit that gap close reversal, forming these bullish candlesticks right here. So what I'm showing you is there is now a new gap right here at $106.59. Look at how the bulls reacted once BYND stock filled that gap. They formed a bullish trend reversal confirmation, bullish hammer stick on the 1-day candle. This is nearly a dragonfly doji. This is like the most bullish confirmation you're going to get. Look at how the bulls responded once the stock broke through that key gap fill support level for the reversal. They responded with a very strong closing blasting through the highs of the day. And look at today. Today, you have a nice green bar coming in, closing strong towards the highs. And look at the current update. There was a gap that was waiting to fill right here at $110.84. That is now a valid support level. And you have this gap that's waiting to fill right here, which is where I think we're heading for the short term. 120 and a gap waiting to fill right here towards 124.30. So guys, BYND, it's a classic gap close reversal to fill the gap above, and this is on track to explode. So that is going to be my midterm play. I'll keep you guys updated on my analysis for BYND stock, but for me, this is going to be a passive hold. Current price target is going to be sitting at 120. Going to try my best to maximize my wins at one gap fill at a time. This can really explode for the short term being, and it looks like it has bottomed out as well. So that's the plan for BYND as of now. In terms of a couple other stocks that I want you to keep an eye on, this will be in our top 3 options video, coming this week. Zillow is really starting to rebound and explode, as we mentioned in our previous top 3 options video. Zillow is looking like a phenomenal dip buying opportunity as well, and it recently closed that gap, had that reversal, and it's pushing back up. Another one to keep an eye on is going to be ticker symbol QDEL. Really starting to break out here towards this key resistance gap fill level, turning it into support. And then you got this gap to fill right here towards the 200s. These are all going to be midterm potential, call option swing plays. And QDEL has a history of closing the gaps. Very strong stock, and the momentum is here. I really like this one as well. Sava stock really looks like it has bottomed out here, and it looks like it's going to be on track for the midterm to go back into the 60s. And then in terms of Zoom is looking phenomenal. It looks like it's really starting to bottom out here at this key support level, playing for that gap to fill. Same exact chart pattern almost as BYND. So those stocks look phenomenal as well. Do your research, look into those stocks. I'm going to be sharing with you an updated analysis on them. As of now, I'm currently only in BYND. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated.